And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we've cleared out the Volcano Manor dungeon. And before that, we had defeated Praetor Rykard, since we finished the Volcano Manor storyline. And yeah, today... So, the original plan today was to join the Three Fingers and then go into the DLC. Talking to my Souls-loving friend, he does not believe that's what I should do, and I've been convinced to go along with his line of logic. Mainly in that, I guess, how the DLC would be otherwise accessed if you didn't do Silvermass storyline would be through finding the legendary Haligtree, which we know is somewhere, somewhere in the general everywhere up here vicinity. So, given that that likely ties back in with Millennium Aquella lore, and the DLC kind of seems to be at least tapping on Aquella, since the knight that introduced us to the DLC was like, they serve Aquella the Graceful. It's like, alright. I see. So, alright, so. Sounds like basically we should try to hunt that down, and then through that entrance, go into the DLC. Now that said, I will be joining the Three Fingers before that, assuming I can. But I've been told to also check in on a number of individuals here. Okay, so it looks like Tanith is still eating Rykard's body. You know what, actually let's go check in on her. But then, yes, I've been told that I should try to follow up on a few things regarding Kenneth Height, and Barbarian Storm Eagle Lady, and potentially the dude that was kicking around Godric's head.
Oh, you. Allow me some time. Our lord's carcass is not easily consumed.
Alright, so she's still having a feast right there. We'll leave her to that. Okay, since we've already checked in previously with Kenneth Height and Stormbird Lady, let's go see if... yeah, Gatekeeper Gustek has anything to say. I'd normally not figure he would, but sometimes connections are odd in the game. Oh, he's still just dumping Godric's head. I think it's his head. Yep, it's his head.
Now, I suppose I'm free. I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I, mate?
Yes, you can. And he is, yeah, nothing to say. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Nothing like glorious, glorious freedom. But alright, let's just check in here, since this room was always weird previously, in that... what is it? This room? Yeah, we can't attack in here. Which implies at some point an NPC moving in, but... I mean, we kind of have all the NPC locations currently accounted for. Yep, nothing there, nothing there. Nothing behind the throne. Don't see any interactionables. Yeah, still nobody here. And then, yeah. I mean, I guess we might as well, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. Might as well check all the way down here. I'm just kind of seeing if there's any NPC we've yet to meet that's maybe down here. My friend seemed pretty convinced that this would do something, but I'm not seeing anything happening. Yep, alright, so... I mean, I'm hoping that Three Finger Maiden has made her way to the Three Fingers, but we'll find out basically when we teleport over there to join the Three Fingers. And if she hasn't, we might kind of put off joining and do a bit of a look back. Yeah, alright, not seeing anyone there. We can go check in with Kenneth Height himself. Alright, Kenneth. Alright, over here. The number of times I've stopped by here again, seeing if he has any new updates to say. I mean, I guess I haven't checked by here since taking down Rykard, so maybe if killing Rykard is a source of progress here, maybe there should be something? Having trouble getting over that. And which of our many, many ashes? You know, let's give the giant rats a bit of a shot to have some fun. feel like I'm killing more of these things than the rats are. Alright. Rats, I really felt like you could have probably done a bit better, but oh well. Also, yeah, so the rats are at +7, so there should be 7 rats. 1, 2... I see 4 health bars, and I see 4 rats. Makes me wonder if, like, the cap is 4, but maybe as they get killed, they get replaced? Or maybe it's not 1-to-1 with the level, maybe it's like every other level of upgrade, another rat is added to the pack. Hello, Kenneth.
I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Yeah, not even any interaction there. I guess the only one left to check in on is Bird Lady, but 2 for 2 on there being no interactions available here. Should also probably give the rats another go against the boss at some point. Hello, Bird Lady.
In this ash, it reminds me of...
Yeah? Absolutely nothing. Alright. And can't say that we tried. Oh, and my friend, basically, as he knows my love for Patches, has directed me to the fact that Patches should be up here at the Shaded Castle. Although, as we teleport north, let's swing by Jarberg again to go check in with Jar Kid. General NPC wellness check. Looks like he's still asleep, dreaming of being a warrior. You know, I just realized we never had a follow-up on what happened to Alexander. Although it did seem like that Snake Lady's just gone. Not Snake Lady, Snake Daughter, Snake Maid. I do wonder where she ended up going off to, but... ah, well. Alright, was it the Ramparts? No, I think it's Castellion's Hall. I don't know why Patches would be here, but I was told that, you know, an NPC you wouldn't expect to be here is here. Turn on Lantern for a quick check. Well, actually, in hindsight, I think it was supposed to be the hallway. Oh, hey, Patches. It looks a bit beat up.
Oh, you again. A shame you had to see me like this. Oh, I had a bit of a slip-up, that's all. I should have stuck to what I know best. No matter. I know I can trust you. Gullible, yes, but a good soul. Make certain that Tanith gets this.
Dancers, castanets.
Oh, it's nothing, it's just... makes me sick to see her all bent out of shape. Come on, Tanith, back on your high horse where you belong. You're able then? Then I can rest easy, my friend.
Aww. It's been an honor, Patches. These long, many games. Okay, maybe not that many, but like... he's been with us since Demon Souls, the very beginning of this ride to Elden Ring. Hopefully... hold on, actually, before we get this to Tanith. Castanets used by dancers from distant lands. Castanets used by dancers from foreign lands. Received from Patches. The passionate dance comprises no seductiveness, but merely a dignified beauty. Alright. Hopefully Tanith appreciates this. It's a bit sad seeing Patches die when before I had the hope that he just, you know, rode off into the sunset to go push someone else down a hole and steal their stuff. Give dancers castanets.
What is it? I have no need of that. I must continue devouring my beloved lord. Oh, you. Allow me some time. Our lord's car.
Okay. Do I... Sounds like I keep it then. Or I guess not. I guess she took it but doesn't need it. Alright. Maybe we can honor Patch's grave. Just being like, we did the last thing you want to do, friend. Ooh, actually, now think about it. Maybe he dropped something. Not seeing anything. Unless he turned into a statue, which I don't think is the case. But alright, I guess that's Patches. Alright, so took care of that. Tanith is as done as can be. Actually, while I'm up here in this area... Hermit Merchant. Yeah, just real quick going to swing by the Prince of Death's throne. It's been a while since we checked in there. Everyone should still be dead around here, but we've seen a few visitors every now and then passing through the area. Yep, alright, so Thea's still down for the count. No one else around. Giant dead body continues to still be dead. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so the clouds are on both layers. I wasn't certain basically if the clouds would be, like, hinting to another underground area or not. Because I wonder if we're actually just done the underground entirely. But alright, let's see. I've taken care of all the important things before I see what I'm in for potentially the Three Fingers. Originally I thought basically the maiden would have to get to the Three Fingers to open up that door maybe, but after we encountered Shabriri, I wonder if that's not the case. But he's still just chilling there. I can't imagine there's anything new to say though, so... Alright, let's see here. Right to the Frenzied Flame prescription. Really hope I'm not overlooking anything. I don't think I am. Finally, time to get some answers regarding the frenzy. Hey! Friend, you made it. You made it to the party. Maybe you want to teach me a lot of new frenzy spells?
So you're here as well, are you? I realized as we've talked, I'll be a maiden, and you, surely a lord. Go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the Three Fingers will welcome you. May the flame of chaos find purchase within you.
Wait, I need to surrender my possessions?
Go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the Three Fingers will welcome you.
Although her saying that does remind me. So there was a comment in a previous video. Let's go back to the Cathedral of the Forsaken. That I guess to get some of these items that we spotted along the long fall here, we need them to I-beam away the, like, little wooden areas and stuff. So these things are illusions that kind of fade after doing something. So real quick, let's just do that, because we missed a few items here that I'm kind of hoping might be additional frenzy things. Alright. Now that said, the Frenzy Flame hits pretty hard, so... We have 65,000 ruins. Should be okay, though. I think. Hopefully. There we go. Phew. Nomadic Merchant's Chappé. finery and trousers. Not bad. Chapeau, the nomadic merchants, decorated with tiny gems in a wide spectrum of colors. These merchants once thrived as a great caravan, but after being accused of heretical beliefs, their entire clan was rounded up and buried alive far underground. Then, they chanted a curse of despair and summoned the flames of frenzy. Ooh. Okay, looks like the description is pretty much the same for all three of the items. I will admit, sitting on 65,000 runes, though, does make me slightly nervous here. Hopefully, it should be okay. Although I know from past experience that it's not always the way here. Actually, speaking of such... I just realized, did I... Okay, no, okay, so the song player is still down below. Now, was there... Ah, yes, okay, there is stuff here as well. Can't tell if they're blind or not. I can't say I'm too shocked. Should have gone for the item. 65,000 runes are on the line. Yeah, maybe we try and spend those before we try to get rid of these treasures here. Although one of the three fingers has like a merchant that's like, hey, check out all these Flame of Frenzy merchandise you can now buy for runes. Okay. I think it's one down? Okay, there they are. Try and take out this guy. Oh, did not kill him. There we go. Oh, the stuff came back. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Wait, are these two? Oh, actually. Good sir, can you open this? Alright, cool. He does actually run. Whoa. That was very swift turnaround. Ooh. Should maybe flood when I had the chance. I think we'll do that this time around and try and divulge ourselves from this healthy amount of ruins here. As much as I don't want to, I'd rather try to grab these before joining the Three Fingers. Just in case. Alright, just snake over here. Alright. Quickly back to the round table. Time to go on a spending frenzy here. Thankfully, there are plenty of choices for a spending frenzy. Now think about it. Where is... Alright, let's see. what do we have currently equipped? A Mog Shackle, which still might be needed. You know what? I'm going to take off Jarwhite Spirit for right now. Just for right now. Not potentially permanently. And then, where is our little crazy nomadic merchant? Ashes, here we go. Nomadic Ashes. And you know what? We're going to give those an upgrade. Though first, let's make sure that it actually takes the Grave Ashes. Alright, cool. Grave Bluffwort. Cute. Yes. And then it's, I think, 1 per level, if I recall correctly. So then we go over here. And here's where the actual spending frenzy comes into play. Good old Twin Husk Maiden. Alright. Yeah, Grave and not Ghost. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's how this goes. Alright, then go over here. Because, I mean, given how much trouble these guys give us, like, even at low health, they could still be pretty useful. Alright. Yep, Grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's kind of a nice default level for right now. Yeah, especially given everything kind of tapering off there. It's like we could upgrade Black Knife even further. We'll hold off right now. Let's see, what else can we spend money on? Okay, so this is as upgraded as it can be. It's like we could upgrade the shield. Don't know if it's really any good or not. I was always intrigued by the Scorpion Stinger, given the fact that it has like Scarlet Raw on it. That takes Somber. I pity we don't have 2 of these, or like it doesn't split in two. Okay, detailed view. Oh wait, no, wrong one. It's like, how do we check the other view? I don't know how. Alright, real quick. Oh, actually, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Back already, no matter.
That Scorpion Dagger. Can an Ash of War be applied to it? Oh, seemingly not, even though it doesn't have a unique skill. Yeah, because repeating thrust... Let's see here. I know, truly engaging recording here, but item management is just sometimes, you know, it's part and parcel for the full deal. Yeah, repeating thrust, twist to build power, then unleash a flurry of thrusts. Yeah, what was the Black Knife? Yeah, it's only a +4. You know, it can't hurt upgrading that. Oh, I totally forgot about the Wakizashi. Trying to remember if there's any other neat things here. Like the unblockable blade, Sword of Night and Flame. Oh yeah, the dancing thing, but this required 15. Yeah, honestly, that does still sound pretty good. Like, I could see this in theory replacing the Lance Throw, but maybe not. I totally forgot that we have the ability to actually wield this, the Godslayer Greatsword. Set the blade ablaze, the God-slaying Black Flame, before delivering a sweeping slash. Additional input allows for a follow-up attack. The Black Flames will continue to wear down HP for a while. I'm going to assume that that one also is,
Back already, no matter.
well, 2 things actually. Ash of War. We go down to that one. Alright, so it doesn't seem like you can actually... Unlike the Godskin Peeler, it seems like that particular blade is not swap-outable. Despite, like, mainly the comparison with the Godskin Peeler is because this one still has kind of a unique Ash of War, but it still had the ability to swap in new Ashes of War to it. Alright, and then if we go down here... that's the Bloody Helix. Okay, and these are Somber Smithing Stones. Okay. Alright, so... I'm trying to remember. I think Somber Smithing Stones were 1-to-1, similar to Ashes of War. You only gotta buy things in sets of 12 when it comes to the regular Smithing Stones. Oh yeah, we're still only able to get up to 4. Alright. Well, okay, let's get... 2... You know what, might as well do that one. Kill. And then we're going to upgrade the Scorpion Tail and the special god Flamey Sword. Okay, back over here. Back again already, yes, yes.
Back already, no matter.
Alright. First, the Scorpion Blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... which one is the Sword of Milos again? Ah, yes, that was basically for the Dung Eater. Here we are, the Godslayer Greatsword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Just memories of using the Frozen Needle back in the day. I can't even use the Bloody Helix due to the high arcane requirement there. Not okay. I am a bit curious if anything can actually be swapped out for that one, but I think we're kind of rocking a pretty good set right now. Like 7.5, just out of curiosity. 7.5 replaced with a... where are you? Godslayer Greatsword. Here we go. Yep, becomes heavy load. Yeah, that's 17.5 weight. Whew. It feels like certain sacrifices could be made or would be useful. Alright. And then, last but not least, let's cash out these remaining 5,000 runes on... I'm kind of just thinking straight up a Somber Smithing Stone. Yeah, we'll do basically the... the one that's like 5,000. That'd be ideal. You know what, sure. That... there we go. 67 runes. Now, there is no more concern about getting hit hard. Alright. Back to... here we are. The Cathedral of the Forsaken. Hopefully joining the Three Fingers doesn't cause any consternation regarding Bird Lady, Kenneth Height, all that stuff. Because it is a bit of an odd thing that their quest lines aren't moving forward, but I still kind of think that Kenneth Height is probably locked behind some Ash of War I haven't put together yet. Mainly because it's like, it's one of the few cases where the Ashes of War don't go away. I mean, maybe Kenneth Height is considered an enemy in terms of coding, so maybe that's why, but... we know from before... okay, just an IV log. Alright, and then... down... okay, this body we looted before, I'm guessing. Don't think there's anything in here. Alright, now time for the fun parkouring here. Dang it. Interesting. Okay, but interesting, albeit not exactly what we wanted. Alright, da-da-da-da-dun. Okay, let's try that again. I guess we don't need the lantern for just falling. Okay, I think, yeah, the player is right there. But I don't know if we could survive just falling from up here. Uh-oh. Try again. My bad, my bad. I'm trying to think if this is quicker than death, and I think it is, because we're not worrying about the runes. Because I do remember there being one at the very near bottom. Although, watch me be mistaken. Okay, dunk. And dunk. Uh-oh. Yeah. It didn't go as much as I wanted it to. It's like sometimes you do the short hop instead of the long hop. Well, medium hop. It's like trying not to jump too far, trying not to jump too short. I mean, this was tricky the first time we did it, so it's not too shocking it'd be tricky now. Alright, go down. Down. Hopefully this is more than just another IV law. Cool. And then... oh, almost there. Alright, where was that? Here we go. Which... yeah, I think I was warned about this in the comments. Oh yeah, no, this guy shit's alive. Never mind. Hello, mister. Yeah, let it out. Just let it all out. Although, in such a way that it doesn't kill me. Come on, I believe in you. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't kill him a bit too early there. Ooh, notes. Or a note. Maquilla's needle. Note. Maquilla's needle. Note written by a nomadic merchant, succinctly detailing knowledge acquired. The Empyrean Maquilla crafted a needle to resist the influence of outer gods. Those who have inherited the flame of frenzy, yet wish not to become its lord, would do well to seek Maquilla's needle. Okay. Now that said, it's like, where would Maquilla's needle be, given we know Maquilla is currently dead? Although I'm wondering if that's not going to be fully the case, given the DLC. Those dudes are like, we're Knights of Maquilla. Okay, this is another guy. But I don't think there's any more things we need. Alright, back down. Okay, first, let's see if maybe the door will accept us despite us having stuff. Dude, we're talking to Shibiri. No? Okay. Yeah, I mean, currently, we don't necessarily, maybe yes, maybe no, want to become the Frenzy Lord, but we want more Frenzy stuff, so if we can find Maquilla's needle, it's kind of the best both ways. But I assume until then, though, it should be okay to, like, you know, embrace it, right? Right? Alright, So eccentric and bandit. I wonder if we need to get rid of the talismans too. Man, maybe she'll tell us.
Go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the three fingers will welcome you.
I mean, this is how I started the game. Oop, open door. You know, in hindsight, I wonder if I should have been getting that needle before doing this, but, well, decisions have been made, so. Ooh, we get the full frenzy eyes. Nice. Let's go convene with our new maiden.
The flame of chaos has nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden.
There we are. Touch Hayeda.
Oh, it burns. My eyes, they're melting. Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but do you have any new magic for me? Any new weapons?
Those who gave me grace howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord. Take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, No more fractures. No more birth.
Oh, pick up item. Frenzied Flame Seal! Yes! Frenzied Flame Stone. Alright, so Frenzied Flame Stone uses FP to continuously heal Chaos followers. we get Chaos followers? Rune Fragment, blessed with the incantation of the 3 fingers. Craftable item. Uses FP to generate warmth, continuously restoring the HP of those who host the Frenzied Flame. Confers madness upon those who have not adopted the flame. Take care not to mistake this for its gentler cousin. And Frenzied Flame Seal. Formless Sacred Seal bestowed by the Maiden of the 3 Fingers. Enhances incantations of the Frenzied Flame. This seal is a mark of the Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Scales incantations using strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith all together. Causes slight madness buildup too. Interesting. Alright, I think it's time to get chewed out by our other maiden. You know, before we get chewed out, we should probably re-equip stuff. Alright, what did I have where? Okay. Blood Godskin Stitcher. Oh man, now I think about it. After I spent all those runes, I'm like... But now that I have this thing, I wonder if it takes somber or regular to actually construct. Well, for now, we'll put back on the Godslayer seal. And eventually we'll switch over to the Frenzied Flame. And then here was our Frenzied Flame Spear. Where? There it is. Vikes War Spear. And then where is our pike? These are the twin blades. Here we go. Pike 23. And then good old fisticuffs go here. Oh yeah, wait, they spiked the Castus and the regular one. And then our shield. There we go. Inverted Hawk Heater Shield. Alright, and then... thinking Bandit Mask. Almost tempted by the Nomadic Merchant's Chapeau. But I like being able to see her hair. But I do wonder now between the Eccentric's armor and the Nomadic Chateau stuff. Let's see. Even the Black Flame Monk armor is kind of tempting. But I want to compare things against the Eccentrics. Okay, land for, here we go. Eccentric. And then with that on, where would be Nomadic Merchant maybe? Okay, so we do lose out on a few things. Oop. Okay, there's Eccentrics. Alright, 10.6 weight. So we gain back about 3 weight. We lose quite a bit across the board. I'm also noticing that 6.7 on piercing, which, yeah, that's down from 12.9. I'm kind of curious. If we went with maybe the Black Flame Monk armor, but then wore the... let's see. Okay, there's a Nox bracelet. I can't remember basically if... I think they only had pants, because they're missing one thing for the Traveling Merchants thing. Then I'll put on the Eccentric's manchettes. And those are the Nox greaves. I don't know why they're showing up as new. And there's Eccentric breeches. But where is... here, Nomadic Merchant's trousers. Alright, not too shabby looking. We get to stay medium. Okay, she is still burning up. Alright, now it's time to be chewed out for joining the Three Fingers.
You have inherited the frenzied flame. A pity. You are no longer fit. Our journey together ends here. And remember, should you rise as the Lord of Chaos, I will kill you. As sure as night follows day, such is my duty. For allowing you the strength of runes. Goodbye, my companion. Goodbye, Torrent.
Cool, I get to keep Torrent too. I totally forgot about Torrent being a potential thing. Losing it out in the divorce, as it were. Honestly, I'm glad I get to keep the ability to level up, period. Burned away into nothingness. And I assume there's like nothing here now that we've rested, right? Alright, let's go check in with our other faithful. Good old Shibiri. Now that said, I'm not committed yet necessarily to becoming the Lord. If we can find Miquella's needle, we'll see how things go. Oop! Shibiri's gone! Iron Casa, Ronin's armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Huh. Interesting that it's via Shibiri that you kind of gain that, not the other way around. Alright, so no special dialogue here. And okay, so we need to journey north to try and find this Haligtree. And that's the Finger Reader Maiden. So the only kind of lead we have was, I think it's supposed to be north of this spot of grace. Because Molena, who definitely has some connection to the Haligtree if I had to take a guess. We met her here. I think she mentioned going north. Yeah, part of me is almost like kind of tempted to go back and hone the Frenzied Flame stuff, but... Alright, we're gonna try and take down this warrior, just in case any goodies. There we go. Safe distance. Ooh. I don't know how that just passed on through them. There we go. Alright, they're still up. One, two, keep a tiny bit of stamina for running. I do like the new armor. Kind of gives me a very much like winter tribal warrior hunter vibe. Okay, so no unique treasure to it. I kind of figured, but I wasn't totally certain. Now, if we're to get up north, I need to get up. I could have sworn that I saw some way up when we went over here to take down our target previously. I need to run past all the beastmen here. I can't remember if it was like a tunnel of wind that we passed around here before or what, but we're taking another look. Okay, so the bats are still around here, so that should distract some of the beastmen. lead them to it. And look for a path up. Yeah, like no one knew around here, having taken shelter. So what have we here? Warming stone. Oh, that's a beastman. Invigorating white cured meat. And here we go. Good old spot of wind. There we go. I don't want to say I cheated the system to get up. It was smart parkouring. But alright, so we're up on the upper plateau area here. Now the question is, did she mean those ruins or these ruins? Because both are technically north. No such luck there. And at the very least, there should be a basement around here. Yeah, I kind of figured as long as they're in the air. Well, got one of them. Got the other one again. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Bust out the shield. Ooh. Oh, jellyfish. I mean, generally speaking. Are you a talking jellyfish?
You promised me when we turn 14, we go to see the stars.
Do you want spear jellyfish?
I've been waiting ever so long. Forever and ever, it seems.
Is this your friend?
Dear sister,
Hey!
you're finally here. No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
A seal was broken somewhere, and fancy spin. Okay, I guess that was a seal that was down here. See, it's stuff like that that makes you think that Kenneth Haight is waiting for his spirit ashes. Primal Glintstone Blade. Also, now think about it. Do I still have the jellyfish ashes? Okay, I do. And then Primal Glintstone Blade. Spells consume less FP, but maximum HP is reduced. An old Glintstone Blade that has been stained with blood. Reduces FP consumption of sorceries and incantations at the cost of maximum HP. The old sorcerers would slice open their hearts with these blades to imbue a Primal Glintstone with their souls, and thus they did die. Oh, actually, we didn't read this stuff too. The Iron Casa. Iron Casa of the man who calls himself Shibiri, crafted to imitate the woven straw hats worn in the lands of reeds. The man, once known as Yura, kept the woman in the deepest reaches of his heart. Armor of the man who calls himself Shibiri, highly functional and heavily worn. Okay, so looks like these are all the same description. But okay, I'm not seeing a blacksmith here though so far. And I don't know if the spirit ashes fading away was due to quest complete or like no more enemies, quote unquote, to be found around here. Also, will kind of say I'm slightly tempted to equip that thing, but losing out on some health is definitely oof. Dang it. Oh, regular bats sometimes. I mean, they're not as bad as regular wolves, quite frankly. Also, boo, no nearby. Sake of Mario Kart. I gotta do a full run back here. Definitely a bit of a ways away. And now think about it, we gotta do the parkouring yet again as well. But it's seeming more and more likely that we're going to want the further north ruins to find this blacksmith that we need to find for... I'm trying to think, they said the other half of the medallion. And I'm still guessing that medallion is the one connected to our archer girl. So that's yet another ashes we'll have to remember to summon at some point. Over here. Here we go. Alright, time to take down these guys yet again. I somehow doubt the jellyfish is back. There we go. Go back on Torrent. Alright, got that. There we go. And there we go. Alright, just this one last one here. Getting our health back that it used up. Alright, Fire Blossom. Not seeing much else in these ruins. Freezing Grease. Yeah, not seeing any additional basement or what have you. So, might as well take the Fire Blossom. Yep, that's just basically the basement we've already plundered. Nothing there, so I think we just have the bridge to go to the more proper ruins, which ideally have a spot of grace up here. Crap. Okay. Workable. Time to massage this big old bone boy. It's not wanting to make it easy. That said, previous times, usually there's like a summoner, someone around here. Alright, all the combat going on here. But they're the ruins that we want. Is there a spot of wind I can land in safely here? Okay, it looks like it kind of tapers off around here. Here we go. Oh. Wow, this takes me way back. Alright, a Deathrite bird. Whew. Whoa. Oh, the flames themselves are doing it. Alright. There. Get him, bug boy. There we go. Play that. Nope. Distract. Alright, now it's distracted. Good. Whoa! Okay. I mean, thankfully I don't think we lost any runes, but we know that there's a boss around here suddenly. Yeah, we don't really... Since we only fought one of these, and it was very near the beginning of the game. Cool. No runes are lost, and... Yeah, I'm thinking Mimic. Excellent. That's what I'm a bit nervous about hearing the big skeletons up above. There we go. Way to go, Mimic Me, keeping it distracted like that. That's a midway phase change. Alright. And I can't tell if these are like... Ooh, wow, okay. Black flames or other flames? Whoa! Didn't realize I was building up for that. But yeah, it's like the flames are like more bluish than whitish, at least on the bird itself. I'd stick a mark, huh? Do I need to re-pick up my runes again? Cool. I do not. And maybe black knife might be better. Man, that distance. As those big skeletons continue to make me a bit nervous. Okay, I'm gonna land these hits. Reason for that is I'm kind of guessing that blunt might be better, given like bone and all, but maybe not. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, need the drink, because I assume midway phase change is coming up here. Alright, I don't trust getting near it right now. Go. Ah, crap. Whoa! Enemy felled! Death Ritual Spear. Okay, how do I get back up? Just want to see if it, like, left the body behind or something. You know, I kind of figure it didn't, but I was kind of, in a retreat there. Alright, I'm assuming this is the battlefield I fought at. And another one of these half domes. Starlight Shard. Not shocking in the least, but still good to see. Alright, let's see here. Death Ritual Spear. Ritual spear used by priests of old who were permitted to come among the death birds. The priests became guardians of the birds through rite of death, which also serves as an oath sworn to their distant resurrection. Unique skill: Spirit Call Ritual. Thrust the spear high, bearing prayers into the sky to summon a downpour of spectral spheres. Interesting. Although I already have quite a few spears as it is, thank you very much. Actually, we should slap a Bestial Vitality on here real quick. There we go. Actually, you know, we're gonna have our Vikes War Spear on. It's like, why lightning? I mean, normally that means that there is, like, what's it called, Fulgur grass around, but I didn't see any. But definitely take advantage of Spot of Grace. Lost Grace discovered. Alright, so what is this place? Are we gonna... oh, crap. doors or not. Oh, they breathe ice here, alright. Busting out the frenzy. Alright, come on. Get back here. If it's okay taking fire beam to the face, I'm okay with that. These guys can be a pain in the butt to fight sometimes, so... Well. I was wondering, I'm like, I thought I heard another, but I thought it was behind me. Drink. There we go. Somber Physics down 7, Beast Blood and Old Fang. Ouch. Whew. Almost killed me right out. Well, outright. I was like, where did it go? Oh. That's that loud walking mausoleum with this. Uh-oh. Yes, I hear you. Stomp, 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 stomp. Please, please, mausoleum. There we go. Summer Physics Gen 7, Beast Blood, Old Fang. Now, who has a fort up here and why? Alright, go to room 10. I wonder if there's going to be any more lions here, but... Alright, Beast of Vitality. And then we'll hold off on mana, just in case we can kind of get some backstabs in on some regular soldier men. I mean, it seems a bit empty, though, outside of those two lines. Oh, hello, slugs. Come on, try to hit the slugs. So far, so good. Alright, a some butterfly. Now, before we climb those stairs, I did notice, I thought there was a body over here that, here we go. Had a bit something something on him for calling finger remedy. Yeah, shame we couldn't backstab the slugs, but that is what it is. Maybe we'll find some men up here on the ramparts? Not really. There we go. Now, who's throwing this at me and from where? Oh, from up higher, alright. Oh, ouch. Alright, I see how this is. Alright, where my eye beam's at here. Alright, where's my spear at? To drink or not to drink? Given that we got hit pretty hard before. Top it off. Oh. Alright, well, that could have been worse. But alright, let's get back up there. Oh. It's a wolf. Alright. I couldn't tell if that was a wolf or a rat. The best way to take care of that guy. I don't know if just running at him really works. Although I guess we do have... Okay, we don't have Tor. Come on. I thought I saw another volley go off there. Alright. Cool. Oh, wrong one. I meant to do a heavy attack, but you know, that works. Alright, so the next stone 6. Actually, wait, before we descend, is this hiding anything? Seemingly not. And in our haste over here, did we miss anything that way? Also seemingly not. So, okay, so what do we have down below here? Ooh, painting. Which reminds me, we never actually finished the other painting. I think. Oh, and... let's turn on a lantern. Sorcerer's painting, or sorcerer painting. Okay. Alright. There we go. Much easier than having to deal with it the other way. Ooh. Thankfully, it drew that enemy out of hiding. It's like keeping my guard up if I hear that click of a ballista about to fire at me. Okay. Frost boluses. Okay. Was this... okay, so that's how I came in. Alright. So then we would want to head this way, right? Okay, we open up that door. Just gonna do a quick check here for items. Alright, not seeing anything over here. Nothing over... oop! Dang, freezing grease. Like, I mean, the greases aren't too bad, you know, free weapon enchantment, but we don't really use any of them, so it's just like, eh. Okay, lighting a bit adjusted here so I can actually see. We're just sneaking around, so if there is an ambush, we have a bit of a heads up. I must say, this seems... I was about to say, rather suspicious, and it is. There we go. Ooh, and a spot of grace. Ah, crap. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. Frost boluses. And obviously, Spot of Grace. But I'm assuming... yeah, not easily accessible. I shouldn't wander too far away from the Grace. Now that said, in case this is a boss fight? Okay. Lost Grace discovered. Okay, can't open either door. O great sun, frigid sun of soul, surrender yourself to the eclipse. Grant life to the soulless bones. Okay. Eclipse Shoal. Storied sword and treasure of Castle Sol that depicts an eclipsed sun drained of color, one of the legendary armaments. In Sol, the sight of an eclipse inspired a dreadful awe, preventing an onlooker from averting his gaze. Unique skill, Death Flare. Set the lustreless sun ablaze with the Prince of Death's flames, inflicting the death ailment upon foes. Follow up with an additional input to bring down the armament, triggering an explosion. Pretty cool. 25 decks, which you don't have, but that's in doable range to get to. Like anything good around here? Oop. Alright, let him fire off again. Okay, that's the guy up here, who's also retreating? Alright. I mean, if he wants to expose his back to me, I'm not going to say no. It's like, why is this rampart destroyed here? I mean, obviously I want to take down that knight, but let's see if this isn't an openable door first. Ooh, rats. Quite a few rats at that. Okay. That shouldn't have hit, but it did. Alright, go to Ruin 1. Go to Ruin 1. Smithing Stone 7. Okay, I'm going to assume that sound I heard just now was the walking mausoleum and nothing else. Alright, Rune Arc. I really thought that would be a trap. Although, speaking of tricksy traps, see if there's any secrets, but there, at least in the immediate vicinity, is not. Alright, back up we go. Back, there we go, back up we go. I do enjoy my new armor. Yes, armored fuzzy robe. Alright. Wasn't actually heard. I want to make sure that if I go after the guy, I'm not going to get ambushed by an archer from this way. Oh. I didn't have to make that, that jump. I do wonder if I'm in the right place here. I wish I could remember what I was told about where the blacksmith is, because we now know that this is Castle Sol. I should have just throw spears at him from a distance. Oh, and I should have drunk the potion. Oh well. I mean, it did catch me a bit by surprise, so. Alright, we're gonna ignore those folks over that way. Cool. Alright, up we go. Sneaky, sneaky. Sadly, no backstab it. You know, that's fine. Alright, first priority is getting the runes. And then we're gonna utilize our range advantage here. I imagine he's more than capable of teleporting up here, but if he does, we can kind of fall relatively safely. Yeah, I know it's pushing my luck there. Not too great, though, with our ruins kind of being stuck all the way over there. Alright, try again. I mean, thankfully it's only 2 guys between me and him. I'm just a bit sad because our ruins are now much closer to him that we're gonna have to aggro him to actually get over there. There we go. Alright. An entire level up is on the line here. There we go. Stun lock him for a bit. And get some stamina back. Okay, at least we get to keep our ruins this time. And then we can just spend them. I'm saying this time because I'm like, we do get to keep them, right? There we go. Alright, level up. Cool, level up is doable. Yeah, part of me is tempted to kind of get this up to 25 to be able to use that shovel, but we'll first get mind and endurance to 30. I do like shoulders as weapons, though, especially when they're death-themed. I always just think of kind of like Warhammer, Tomb Kings, and Malthael, the Angel of Death from Reaper of Souls for Diablo 3. It's a very good, like, small dagger scythe Reaper adjacent weapon. Alright, back up we go. Hello, dude. Ouch. Can't say I enjoy being a bit scathed there before going into the fight with the dude, but it is what it is. There we go. Trying to trick him into closing the gap so I can start getting some stuns on him. There we go. Alright, what were you guarding? Cerulean Amber Medallion +1. That's fine. That is certainly an okay accessory that I am probably not going to use. But okay, so that's what's over in this direction. I do wonder if this place is going to have an actual boss or not, though. Because it seems a combination of both, like, big, but not really that big. It's not like Shaded Castle big. But it's also not like the, that one fort over in Khalid, where it's just like a single room and some ramparts. Alright. No damage. Because we have died since before. Let's use the shackle real quick. Need lantern. Aha. These dudes. One down. There we go. All right, you. Okay, was there anything down here? Not that I see. I hear a bird, but bird's not getting in, so that's good. Ah, no. Not another one of these guys. Yep. Oh boy. Actually, fisticuffs might be the answer here. So, we get our lantern back on. Although, actually, wait. Before fisticuffs, need to take care of these guys. And then... now, I don't know if that will stop the guys from, like, being summoned or not. least that got us back the ruins. I don't know if that means that the dudes are still around, though, or not. Ooh, okay, so, actual boss door. So, turn on shortcut. Alright, shortcut goes quite a way. Although... okay, secret down below. Alright, recall elevator. I do wonder, although I doubt if the two lions respawned or not. Alright. Who should we use against the boss? Almost tempted about using Nomadic Warrior with the flames here. You know what, sure. Commander Niall. Yeah, my poor Nomad. Alright, that's kind of what I get for using the Nomad, but I was curious. Now, trying to think of a efficient way to get back to the boss pretty quickly. Like, it feels like if we just go over this way, we could probably fall down and then call the elevator? And we can grab this item here while we're at it. Alright, go to room 9. Actually... very buff wolf, I must say. There we go. Alright, get stamina back. Come on, wolf. I do wonder if he's going to default to his position or not, though. Like, just teleport back up? I thought he would, but nothing so far. Alright, what are you guarding? And is this an ambush? Having a hard time believing that the answer is nothing to what are you guarding? Oh, here we go. Ooh, stone sword key. Not too bad. And not seeing anything else around here. And I think we've broken aggro. I am a bit tempted about this right here. Okay, good, good. I don't know if we can get over here, but... sadly no. Ooh, what'd you guys drop? Alright, smoldering butterfly. Don't mind me. Just getting over here before they teleport on down. And now the big question is, who do we summon for the boss fight? The Nomad was a fun for a lark, but it's like we should actually probably bring our A game here. Which I think A game is usually Mimic or Black Knife. Down. Come on, stop picking on my Mimic. As I said, I don't know if my Mimic's walking away from that unscathed. Good. Lightning boot. Then... Veterans Prostheses. Oh, an insight. I don't think I saw an assist thing from our prosthetic lady. Veterans Prostheses. Blade of prosthetic leg enwreathed with the power of lightning, instead attached to the fist. So... Wait, it was attached to the leg or the fist? Because it looked like it was attached to the leg. Commander Neil, veteran of Castle Sol, offered this prosthesis in exchange for the lives of defeated knights held prisoner. He went on to lead these men as an army of no nation. Unique skill, Storm Kick. Thrust the prosthetic leg blade into the ground, creating a storm. Follow up with a strong attack to perform a lightning-infused jumping attack. Also, we didn't read the description on the Sorcerer painting. Although, okay, it looks like it's the same description as normal, so... Now, just in case, we're going to rest here real quick. Kind of curious if our prosthetic helper here spawns, but not seeing her. Okay, blacksmith time? What do we have over here? Also, I guess in hindsight, I mean, technically Prosthetic Lady told us the blacksmith was in some ruins. I don't know if these count as ruins or if it counts as a proper castle. So I guess we'll find out here. Who do we have up here? Ooh, okay. Talk. Lord Maquella, forgive me. The sun has not been swallowed. Our prayers were lacking. Your comrade remains soulless. I will never set my eyes upon it now. Your divine Haligtree. Haligtree's secret medallion left. Okay. So, I mean, that's the other half of the medallion. Left half of the split medallion depicts the Haligtree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Rold, granting access to a hidden path. In other words, the secret medallion will guide the bearer to the land of the Maquella's Haligtree. Okay. Also, if we're going to be gaining access to the land of the Haligtree, we should probably bring out our archer lady again. And we are definitely not going to inform Gideon of this revelation, given don't fully trust him. I'm a bit surprised though that our friend didn't show up. I kind of want to see the end of her story. Especially since she has an unalloyed gold needle, and, well, we might be in the market for a gold needle that prevents the influence of outer gods, given that we're now the current sitting Lord of Frenzy. I keep wondering if she shows up, like, back here or not. Because I really didn't see any summon sign thing, but I have been known to miss those, though, on occasion. And also, alright, so if we go to... should probably be key items, right? Where in key items are medallions? Yep, Haligtree. Yeah, so okay, we go back to the Grand Lift of Rold, it looks like. Now that said, I'm a bit curious. Alright, let's... Castle Sol Rooftop, Church of the Eclipse. I wonder basically if our friend is here, or maybe in front of the castle. Not going to aggro the knight. Okay, yep. Not seeing anything, so... Boy, I do really wish I could kind of activate this obelisk over there. I'm very curious about that, but... Okay, let's go back to the Grand Lift of Rold. I say I'm just kind of considering a few options, but... Hopefully our prosthetic-wielding warrior lady friend will meet us there? I do wonder if Gideon's going to be making an appearance too. If he's been looking for access to this place. Voice medallion? Voice secret medallion. Alright, secret medallion. Oh, we're still going up. I thought we'd be going down this time. Because, I mean, up is where the lift took us last time. Unless it goes even higher up to the floating castle? Alright, so seemingly it just kind of stops in this shaft at some point. So this place is inside the earth, but not deep into it. Ooh, it's like a giant crypt. Hidden path to the Haligtree. I do wonder if sudden boss fight? Because I noticed that stake of Marika back there. Okay. Oh, the beast eye quivers. Questions and questions and questions. Like, what does the Haligtree have to do with, like, Black Flame, Scarlet Rot? The reason I bring up Black Flame is because basically that bird tree right before it and the shoulder of Soul, like, sounded like it explodes in Black Flame. And even mentions the Prince of Death. Yeah, a blaze of the Prince of Death's flames. But then obviously they were working with Maquella, given that, you know, they were apologizing to Lord Maquella for the sun not doing, like, you know, going full eclipse. I'm wondering if there's going to be more hidden assassins of the Black Knife variety. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. I thought it was one of the zombie birds from Khalid. Ouch, ouch, ouch. When in doubt, Spectral Lance. Oh, got the vomit. Whoop. But staggered. Alright, retreat again. gotta say, pretty good time to stagger there. As in, 2 spears and stagger. Alright, again. I didn't think it would actually heal itself like that. Okay, let's finish it off. Yep, land octopus ovary. Ah, warming stone. Really thought it'd be something better than that. Alright, boost vitality again. It's like we're dealing with Vulgar Militiamen. Which I wonder then if actually Poking Sword might not be better. Now, obviously... Okay, I don't think that's a secret. I can't tell if it's coming after me or going after the Vulgar Militiamen. No idea what it is trying to do. But Vulgar Militiamen there. Ooh, multiple of them. Ouch. There we go. Oof. Alright, I can't help but be curious here. Alright, curiosity might not be a good thing here. Do more damage, maybe? Seemingly. Right, 1, 2. Ouch. Guess let's take the chance to drink. Alright, much better basically to use the War Spear for the staggered finishing blow there. I should probably get the shield back at the ready. Alright, 2 things of freezing grease. Ghost Glovewort 9. Huh, why is there a spot of grace here when there's obviously more to the path? Lost grace discovered. Are both of these? Okay. Consecrated snowfield. Oh, hold on. There's no way that we're actually done inside here. Given that door up there, and we saw the passage below. Alright, we're still pretty good on flasks. Kind of wondering if maybe the other path is the actual path to the Haligtree, and the path up there to the snowfield is maybe just like a fake lead. Alright, I have an idea. An idea that I'm not always a big fan of, but there can be an invisible path down below. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Memories of Seat the Scaleless and that crystal cavern. Okay, at least my feet are back on solid ground. Alright, Grave Glovewort 9. Silver Scarab. A talisman facsimile of a scarab, the carrier of treasures and precious things. This silver scarab enhances item discovery. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of rainbow stones, so item crafting. Where are your rainbow stones? Gonna make a whole 30. Alright, from here, see if we can't get over to that path. I don't trust for a second that this entire floor is actually invisible solid collision. It might be, though. Elden Ring has been the kindest of these games so far. So there might not actually be like a very narrow path here. I see that guy just walking on thin air. Ah. Alright, you died. Then we know how to get back down. Alright, no, last site of grace visited. We can work our way backwards. That was the wrong button, but you know, it works. And these die quivers. Alright, so far so good. Oh, and I just now realized I need the lantern on. Dang it. There we go. Alright, Sacramental Bud. Bulgar Militia Shodel. Do a quick shackle check. Top off on health. Now time to slowly make our way this way. Where's my I-beams at? Little guy down there, do you want to show me the way? Show me the way? Alright, cool. Wait, now back to the Rainbow Stones. Just slowly but surely. Especially after that one sudden sharp drop that we almost ran down. Thank goodness for enemies showing the path. Like, I'm kinda guessing that this disconnects over, but we don't know for sure. Alright, I have crafting. Gotta be a bit careful, because we don't have the ability to just make unlimited of these. I think 15 more? Alright, Grave to Lovewort 9. Just this road of rainbow stones. Alright, I'm gonna assume. Yep, cool. Hero's Ruin 1. Really wish I could see what other enemies are down there. Oh, I see a Vulgar Militiaman. Of course. Phew. Well, we can take down this guy. Alright. Should do it. Fang, Kitty, and I'm gonna assume. Yep. Oh, yep. Land octopus ovary and strip away flesh. All right. Some more heavy doors opened. Wait, I think both of these are octopi. Let me get my swing in. It's like I see them through the gloom. Alright. With that many of them in here, there should be something good. Okay, I should probably slap another Beast of Vitality on. Okay, I think all of them were Lord. Alright, root resin. Cap off on that. Thinking black knife. I'm assuming this is like a ladder leading to the exit? Well, we'll investigate first, basically. What is in here? Ooh. It's another, mimic. There we go. Wow. Black Flame Monk Amon. Neat. Summon Spirit of Black Flame Monk Amon. Ashes remain in which spirits yet dwell. Use to summon the spirit of Amon, the Black Flame Monk. Amon swore fealty to the god-slaying Black Flame, and so became the first fire monk to turn traitor. Or perhaps it is said better that he fled from the giant's flame out of cowardice. Alright, good old Death Root. Now that could take us back to the beginning, but what if we keep following the path that we saw? Which was this way? Ah, elevator, okay. No. As always, one of these days it's gonna be something. One of these days. But that day is seemingly not today. And need to be wrapping things up here pretty soon. But we should be good now to kind of just like move on to the consecrated snowfield. And double check real quick for any secrets on that like ledge, nothing. Making sure there was nothing that we passed. Whoop. No, I guess that works. Spell Drake Talisman +2. That was just, yeah, magic, damage, magic damage negation. Ugh. It's like, keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Very cool. We're definitely sitting on a level up worth of ruins here, if not more than that. Alright, 30, 30, 30. And then maybe get Dex to 25. I'm a bit curious. Oh, hey, this is that path. Okay, you know what? We're going to basically get that obelisk that I wanted to get, and then we'll call it. I accidentally started wielding my shield. And again. Hello? Oh. Show me the path, O gentle lights. The promised path to the Haligtree. Okay, Thorn summonable here. I'm pretty certain, yeah, this should be the road. Just trying to get to that obelisk. Oop. For a brief second, I'm like, is this some sort of like monster disguised as Grace? But no. Because it seems a bit odd to be so close to the other path, or the other Grace. And part of me is like, what happens if we get proverbially lost in the snow? Oop. I hear jingling. I imagine an ash of war. Okay, that is a jingling. Boo, Summersmithing Stone 8. Alright, let's try to get back to the road. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Still quite a ways. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, because our archer originally was riding a wolf. Neat. Did the potion take effect? Did the potion take effect? Phew! Alright, good. Okay, I don't think it's going to be as easy as maybe I was kind of hoping it would be to get to the obelisk, so yeah, we should probably go ahead and start calling things. Well, we can get Frozen Raisin, Clarifying Cured White Meat, or, yeah, Clarifying White Cured Meat, and Clarifying Cured Meat for the Nomadic Cookbook that we picked up. We got to pick, or not to get, we got to keep our ruins. Is this close to... Cool, we can actually level up. So yeah, go ahead and try to get the 25 decks. And gonna go over to the basement to turn in this death route while we can. Like always, just in case he's lost his mind, it's always good to be careful. Hand over death route.
I won't forget. Again. Mine appetite. My sin. I must have more. I must consume more.
Garong's Beast Claw. Okay, So that's different than the regular Beast Claw. Still only 15 faith. Very cheap. The Spirit incantation, taught by Garang the Beast Clergyman, creates beast claws that rend surroundings as shockwave. Long ago, Garang was a beast of such terrifying ferocity that his former name meant Death of the Demigods. Interesting. And he mentions his sin. Just curious if anything's kind of changed out here since we beat the big guy. But seemingly not. Alright, going to go back to the consecrated snowfield. And yeah, let's go ahead and call it here, and then we will find out more about the path to the Haligtree next time. Normally I'd be a bit curious about what our maiden has to say, but she's currently quit due to our embracing of the Three Fingers. Oh, actually. No, we shouldn't report back to the Round Table Hold until we kind of get done being here. I don't trust Gideon not to try and pry the knowledge from us. Because I was thinking basically of upgrading the Frenzy Seal, but yeah, we should hold off on that. But alright, yeah, so progress. We basically have, I don't want to say reunited or united. We've joined Team Three Fingers for right now. I don't know if I necessarily want to be the Lord of the Frenzy. I didn't think basically Three Fingers would disintegrate like that. But I'm glad that basically our maiden made it that way. I'm glad we got basically a Frenzy Talisman Seal now, because I've been wanting one of those for a while now. Shame that Our Lady left, but we did find that note that we can maybe utilize the Frenzy Flame without fully embracing it. Now that said, I don't know if we didn't go with the Three Fingers, who we would go with regarding what ending to go for. Like, because I'm still guessing those runes we got from like Fia and Ronnie and whatnot are for ending choices. But yeah, like if we didn't go with the Three Fingers, I don't know who to go with. Because like Ronnie's like, I want space everywhere, which Fia's like, I want death back, which it's like not. I understand, but you know, not exactly. Woo, yay, more death. I wish I knew more about the God Slayers. Kind of intrigued about what their deal is. Because it still feels like the entire Erdtree and demigods, like it kind of feels like they're Bloodborne-style cosmic horrors from beyond that are kind of like interfering with the world. And if I had to take a guess, the Erdtree itself is like a giant space parasite. We know it's sitting on the Black Flame god Malachi, or whatever. So it's like, something's up there. But yeah, we still need more info to kind of have a better choice of like who to go with. At least Frenzy's pretty simple. Burn it all down. Burn it all down is a pretty straightforward choice. But it is one of the Elder Gods, like, going by that note that we got. So it's like, don't know if we fully trust it. But all that for next time. So, until then. Later.